and take that off. All right. Here we go. And hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anything Goes with George, and it's my best bud.
Jonathan, of course, from JDO
That's it.
Yep.
All right. Run the intro. All right. Now, you want to tell everyone what we did? When was that? Last Saturday?
Yeah, last Saturday. Almost a week. Almost had it for a full week. Wow. We built my first computer, my first gaming PC, my rig.
What all we put? We put in it, what was that? Ryzen 3 2200G?
Yep. Ryzen 3 2200G. Was it the 580 Radiant graphics card? And was it the B450 Tomahawk motherboard?
Yep.
And 8 gigs of RAM for now. And 1 terabyte hard drive, and I don't remember how much the SSD is.
240 because I screwed it up. I kept saying it was 250, and it was
240.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember anyway. But yeah, she's running great and doing good. Sitting right next to me. We're on our first date to stream. This is our first stream together.
Yep. We got a person in chat on YouTube said his name's Voltec. He says hi, so hi, and likes our intro. Thank you for that.
Oh, Voltec, welcome to the stream.
But how long did that take us?
If we wasn't recording it, it probably took us a few hours, but it took us like what, 3-4 hours?
Something like that. It was it was fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it was great.
It was fun. It was great.
I had a great time. And if we didn't record, it would have literally probably took us like 2 hours. We just dived in and did it.
Yeah, but and here's what upset me was the video capture. When we used the regular camera, it turned out great.
Yeah, the older camera actually.
yeah,
the better camera. The better camera didn't come out so well.
Yeah, this little thing, it did a really good job. But the webcam that I'm using right now, hooked up to a laptop.
Yeah, Logitech. What's one you got?
922 Pro.
C922 1080p.
Yeah.
It's screwed up.
It
I don't know what.
like,
I had no idea what happened.
it was like and it was showing fine on the screen.
Yeah.
And it just like one frame every 3-4 seconds.
Yeah, we had a lot of good footage too, man. A lot of good footage that got ruined.
Well, we meant to do it as a follow along. This is how to, and it just went.
Yep.
The introduction to it, and that wasn't bad that it cut in and out because we were just showing it anyway.
Yeah. Hopefully my wife wants one. We can do it again.
Well, that'll be good. I'm up for that. That's not a problem.
I'm all down.
Huh?
I'm down for it.
There we go. The only advantage to that though is it hiccuping was I dropped the SSD, and nobody saw that
No.
because that got skipped.
Yeah, and I got three pretty stickers out of it.
Even the stickers. I'm so. You know what though? Uh, and for the graphics card, they don't give you one, but you know what? They should. They
Epic,
should,
they should get your sticker.
because we'd have used it.
Oh yeah,
I stuck it right on your forehead too.
yeah, most likely. Yeah, the processor gave me a sticker. I think the case gave me a sticker too. Yeah, the case gave me a sticker. So the graphics card, I mean the processor and the case gave me a sticker, and the graphics card didn't give us anything.
Yeah, that was yeah. There was one for the case. There was one for the processor. What was the other one? What'd you just say?
The case, surprisingly, they gave me a sticker,
No, the case was one. The
and then the processor. That was it.
no, you get there's three stickers on there.
Radiant.
You're looking at it. There should be three stickers on there.
Actually, maybe the graphics card did give us one because I got a Radiant sticker.
Okay, maybe it did then. Yeah. Hey, pay enough
Very
for.
tiny.
Hey,
It's hard to read from here.
well, yeah, you put one on each side and one in the middle, right?
Yep. The big ones in the middle, of course.
Yep. And on to our first subject. As we probably remember, GM is shutting down the Lordstown plant.
Good old GM.
Yeah, the plant's been there for 1 year longer than I've been on this earth.
That's it.
That's it? Yeah, that's it. The Lordstown last Chevy Cruise rolled off the assembly line at around 2:30 today and will be ready to ship by tomorrow.
Yep. Probably heading to Mexico.
No, they just discontinued the line, so they want to roll out new electric cars. Now, I'd have thought what they'd have done is just retrofit that plant.
Yeah, my father-in-law he had to retire this year because of the plant going through what it's going through. He was pretty much forced to retire and take his stimulus package. And he didn't want to retire yet. He wanted to at least give it another year, but he was forced to retire.
How
They
old?
told him, "How
How old was he?
he's 54, 55, something like that." They told him he either can take this package or he ain't get nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately, uh, I don't have the experience with them, but some of the guys that I used to work with, they forced them. You either take this package or, we'll give you another package maybe later on, but you can be sure it's not going to be as good as this one.
Yep. No, so he was forced to retire, and
Hold on just a sec. Hmm? Yeah. Um, and it's just sad what happens to people, with shit
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, I feel bad for the guys who just like because they don't get anything.
Well, they'll get. They may offer them some sort of. I know they offered to transfer some people, but the whole company's downsizing. So, if
Yeah,
where are you going to transfer to, and how long is that plant going to be open, and do they even have an opening?
yeah. Who knows? Just I guess hope for the best.
Well, yeah, but
Wherever they put there, I hope they bring. I hope it brings jobs.
and like I said, I could understand if they shut the plant down, but they said, we're going to um, retrofit it. We're going to be because GM is talking about building more electric cars and going away from gas vehicles. Well, there's that big, huge complex there. Even if you need half of it, at least retrofit it so you can build this car.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a fan of the cruise anyway. I really didn't Like the way it looked. It wasn't really roomy at all. It was more sporty. I think that's pretty much what they where their downfall was. They made it too sporty. Um, don't get me wrong. On the outside, it looks great. It looks like a beautiful car on the outside, but it's literally it really don't have like a lot of room. If you're someone who's like sort of like me who gets claustrophobic, who's a little bit, it's inside. It's smaller. It's real tiny in the inside. It doesn't look like it on the outside. Um, like I said, their downfall was trying to make it too sporty. They just try to make it appeal as a sporty vehicle instead of making it like an all around vehicle for like maybe I want to drive my kids in this or maybe I want to make this my everyday car. They pretty much try to make it like if you want to show it off to your buddies or if you want to take it on a nice date or something like that. That's pretty much what they try to make it as, and I think that's what they really screwed up at.
It was supposed to replace the Cavalier. You remember that one?
Yeah, the Cavalier had a lot of room. It was nice. It wasn't too sporty like the Cruise was.
Yeah. Well, you drive a mid-sized car.
Yeah, yeah. And Luke had that Cruise, and I was like, man, this thing is tiny inside. It looks nothing like on the outside. I was like, man, I really every time I got in his car, I was like, oh, yo, I hate your car.
What did he have before? What did he run? What
Um,
kind of car?
Chevy, Chevy Malibu.
I thought he had a Jeep or something.
Nah, he had that nice Chevy Malibu
All right. Well, you
that
tell how much I paid attention to what people drove.
that the Hummer took out.
Yeah. Okay. Now maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Then it was like a bigger vehicle took his out.
Yeah, that was nice. Took out by a cop too.
Ah,
Cop driving his girlfriend's Hummer.
yeah. Well, you remember where we used to work, where you still have your nightmares and I still have mine from.
Of course.
Well, guess what? Dun dun dun. Sears is sued over Craftsman brand.
How did that happen?
Sears is back into court less than 1 month after emerges from bankruptcy protection. The retailer is sued on Wednesday by Stanley Black& Decker, which accused it of breach of contract and trademark infringement over the new line of professional grade mechanics tools under the Craftsman Ultimate Collection brand. Sears did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The complaint was filed in Manhattan federal court. Craftsman has been a Conex brand before. Stanley paid about $900 million for it in March 2017, while giving Sears what it called a limited license to sell some Craftsman products. Really?
I really thought they sold that the right way.
Well, from what I understood, because they told us about it, was Sears got to use the Craftsman name for 15 years, and they got to do their thing. Sears got to do its thing,
Yeah.
and then Stanley would do their thing, and they wouldn't. There wasn't going to be any sharing. They wouldn't share stuff across the between the two.
Yeah, and then they didn't they sell it back to the Black and Decker?
What do you mean sell it back?
Like, didn't Black and Decker purchase the rest of it? And then they pretty much like spread it out to every other retailer.
Oh well, yeah, they bought it from Sears, but Sears was given a license to do what it wanted with it for 15 for the first 15 years.
Yeah,
But apparently, Sears lied. There's a shock.
yeah. And I was shocked once. I think it was like Lowe's or Home Depot announced they was getting Craftsman. I was like, oh man, here we go. Yep, this is gonna be our downfall. People ready to start leaving and asking what's going on with Craftsman now.
Mm-hmm.
Every it was like every other week we got some kind of bad news, and we lost probably like 10 customers every article that came out.
Oh yeah.
And it was. I mean, it's not funny, but thinking back on it, it's kind of hilarious. Like every other week, we'll lose more and more customers for each article. Some of them don't even have nothing to do with Sears. It would just say Kmart's closing, but we have Sears' name on it. And they was like, oh, well, I guess, and then we'll get cancellations and everything. And he was like, oh, well, Sears is closed. No, no, that's Kmart. You ain't got, read the article.
Yeah,
Oh, well, it don't matter. Y'all ain't too far behind. Well, all right, whatever.
yeah, and it's like, then why'd you even walk in the door? All you did was make me depressed more than what I was.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the articles were misleading. They just had a screwed up title. Then it had nothing to do with Sears once you actually go into it, and that's what screwed up a lot because they threw Sears' name right on the title, and then boom, there you go, just digging a hole deeper and deeper.
Yeah, well, they did that because Sears was the bigger name. It was more well known.
Yeah, but that's what screwed Sears.
Well, and they did it to themselves too because they didn't. Who wouldn't respond? Like we're supposed to have a PR department. What?
Yeah, and good old dumb Eddie.
Oh, wonderful Uncle Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah, he got his share in Hightown.
Well, yeah, it cost him like $5 billion to finally buy the whole company. But I'm not being mean by saying this, but they closed the store. I mean, it was kind of a relief in a way because I could not imagine the pressure that they're putting the rest of the stores through.
No, I can't imagine as of right now. I believe Canton is still open. Um, I mean, it didn't really hit. It didn't really hit home until what was it, the Manford store closed.
Yeah. Hmm.
Where we used to have our meetings and stuff at every year.
Mansfield.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. It didn't really hit home until that store announced they was closing, and that store was like huge, man. It was a nice store, basement and everything. I enjoyed going there.
Yeah.
But once they announced they was closing, I was like, oh man.
And here's the
And,
funny thing: is the company actually owned that building. They didn't lease it.
yeah. And then when it got to Boardman, I was like, yep, you know what? This is it. let me
Well,
let me go ahead and start putting in applications. It's
well,
getting too close for comfort.
Boardman. It was less a Sears problem as it was a building problem.
I know. Still, it was too close for comfort.
I don't disagree, but I kind of figured though that they may keep us open
Yeah,
because and
figured.
now you're talking about Canton is the closest, and then I think it's North Olmsted. Either way, the closest Sears store from here is about an hour.
Yeah, yeah. I
We're
mean, it was once it got like closer. Once Boardman got announced, even though it had nothing to do with Sears itself, it was like everyone was like abandoning ship.
yeah.
Everyone started jumping ship after that.
Well, we did take on, when they closed Hermitage and then they closed Boardman. We did take a lot of the employees from there, from those two
Yeah,
stores. But still, it's like, yeah, how long is, this boat going to keep floating? And then it sunk.
yeah, yeah. A lot of people abandoned ship before it did sunk.
It was funny though, because it was a Monday when they announced it, and I went to work. I started at it was like 12:30 or 1 or something like that, and the store manager was outside having a cigarette. She just looked at me and she goes, "You know, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I know." And I knew as soon as I woke up. It was the first thing I woke up. It was right there on my phone, right there on the news.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
I wonder if I should go in. Well, yeah.
No, I got the alert on my news thing, and I started read it. I was like, oh man, no. I was like, oh, I knew it was coming. There's no point of delaying it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know what was weird though is usually the mall when a place closes up, they'll block out. They'll put curtains over the windows and all the doors and all that. And grant, uh, the building has big, huge windows and that. But still, that's what they normally do. But they haven't even done that yet at all, which is strange.
Nope. As soon as you drive by it, especially at night, it's just like half the mall just like dark
Yeah.
where Sears used to be. Well, where Sears is still building is that it's just dark, and it's like, man, it looks like half the mall's out of business.
Oh, and well, the funny thing is if you walk up to the or the men's or the women's the lingerie doors, you could see straight through the other side.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Could never do that before.
Oh no! And here's the thing: is what also is funny is how many times we complain about how much room we need. You know, we need more room. We need more room. This place is huge, actually. How the hell did we not ever have enough room?
No, I guess it is the way they wanted everything. The way they wanted this here, this there, and then wanted more stupid ideas that we knew wouldn't work. And but whatever.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I don't know how many times we kept telling them, we should move the mattress department across over. Then of course they have to wait like the last lifespan to do it.
Uh,
They had to wait till Cyril was on his last leg to finally do it.
well, we did have electronics there up until the time we.
I know we've been got rid of that though, man. We should have made that move like as soon as TVs went.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was happy about that. And I was probably the happiest day of me walking into work.
Well,
Just to wait for someone to come in. Nope, no more electronics. Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, because those things were. I mean, really, you can ask a question about a TV. You know what I mean? And no matter what answer I give you, you're gonna be like I'm talking over your head.
No. Hey, but well, I want to buy a TV. I got the Sears card. Or where else can I buy a TV? Oh, hey man, I'm don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. You can go to Best Buy, use your Sears card, and get it. You don't. If you got the regular Sears card, you're out of luck.
Yep.
Sorry. There's nothing I can do for you. I mean, you can go online. Do you want to complain that they're too much money, or
I don't
they
want.
don't
I
have
want
the
to see
feature
it.
you're looking for?
I want to see it.
Yeah, you want to touch it and rub it and smell it and all that. But
It's a
you
TV.
know, or you'd be like, oh, it's out of stock. Well, where can I get it? Or it's by a third party. You can't use your Sears card for
Yep.
it. So it was it was 50-50. Either you win for online or you lose. And a lot of people didn't like that.
Well, and that was the thing is, electronics wasn't a moneymaker.
No, not at
Wasn't
all.
not at all a moneymaker. Uh, you remember though when we were first talking about building your computer, you wanted you were talking about an Intel chip.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, I was going to get the what was it? Intel. What was it at the time? What was it? 5?
I don't remember honestly. I just remember you were this Intel fanboy.
I think it was Intel 5.
Well,
Yeah, it was the 5, the Intel 5. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put that on my computer.
well, happy. How happy are you that I convinced you to get an AMD? Because it's called the name of it. The name of the vulnerability is called spoiler. Massive spoiler vulnerability affects Intel CPUs. Another major security vulnerability is affecting Intel processors. Experts have warned. Spoiler is the name of it. Uh, was detected by researchers at Worcestershire Polytechnic Institute in Massachusetts, and the shut up, University of Lübeck in Germany, and could be even more dangerous and infamous than the Spectre vulnerability. That is, and from what I understand, they can't just patch it.
No, it don't sound like something they can just patch.
Like they did, what was it, Spectre and what do they call it, Meltdown? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, they fixed those with a patch. From what I understand, this they can't fix with a patch, and it deals with the hyper threading, uh, the way Intel implemented it. But So how happy are you that I convinced you to get an AMD?
Well, after I was doing my research and everything, at first I was skeptical. I'm like, I don't know. Then I did my research and everything, and it's cheaper also. And I was like, you know what? It's cheaper, you get better performance. You know what? George, you got me. So, I am extremely happy with it. And they give me a sticker. So, I don't think Intel gives you stickers. I don't think so. Nah,
Yeah,
I never seen an Intel sticker in my life. So, thank you.
Intel Inside.
Thank you, AMD. I love it, and I can't stop looking at her. She just brightens my day every time I get up.
Do you keep the LEDs on? Is that like your night light?
No, no, man. I turn her off at night sometimes, when I feel like it, and sometimes she just go into sleep mode, and then just the LEDs go off, and
All
I
of
just
them?
gotta wake her up. All right, bud, go to bed.
All of them or just some of them?
All of them, the fans and everything shut off, and everything. It goes into sleep mode, which is really nice because it's not using any power, and I just wake her up,
There's
and
your
then all the
son.
lights and everything again. Ray, come on, get out of there. What are you doing?
Wave hi.
Come on, go lay down.
Yeah, you got to give him a kiss goodnight.
Go lay down. I love you. Good night.
There you go. You can't just shush him off. You got to give him a kiss goodnight.
All right, I'll wait till you mommy. Go in your bed.
Ah, now you can go to bed, darn you.
Yeah, go brush your teeth.
Well, after you brush your teeth. And I've used Intels in the past. I mean, these systems here are Intels.
Yeah.
The server in the basement's an Intel system. Guess what? Here's more memory for it. Here's two Intel Xeon processors. Jonathan, did you forget to brush your teeth too?
Nope.
So, I mean, it's not really a deal between, AMD and Intel. I mean, it's good because it benefits everyone when there is competition like this. Because when it's just Intel,
I
there's
mean, Intel did it to themselves, man. Like I said before, AMD were far behind, and then Intel got lazy, and it was like, no, what, no one's going to catch up with us. We are on our high horse. We are good. We're just going to kick back and enjoy this money coming in. And next thing you know, they just started. AMD just started rising, and like before you know it, they was right there, right at their neck,
yep,
and they didn't even see it coming.
yep.
They did not see them catching up like that. So now they're back on their horse. Go ahead and saddle up, trying to come up with the next best thing now.
And they have
But
competition.
yep, and AMD is right behind them, so they're not far anymore. Um, but like I said, Intel did to themselves. They got lazy. Um, the same thing is going to happen to Apple
Yeah. Well,
because all
Apple's a
they're
lot more
doing.
proprietary.
I mean, all Apple is doing, they're just releasing like one new feature, then next you know, throwing like another $100 or $200 price tag on it.
Well, that's true. There's a guy on Twitch, Nugget Inc., telling us to don't talk about something. So I'm not sure. I just noticed it, so I don't know when he told us to not don't talk about whatever. Sorry, dude. Hopefully you're still there. Uh, just happened to notice it.
It disappeared or what it was.
Well, no, he just doesn't say what we're not supposed to be talking about.
Oh,
This company's starting to go downhill. Like Sears started suing uh, other manufacturers. So it's BlackBerry's time. BlackBerry sues Twitter for patent infringement.
BlackBerry. I didn't even know BlackBerry was still around.
And that's the thing. I don't think there's a lot of people that do.
Man, I remember BlackBerry was it was like the number one business phone to have.
Yeah, they were supposed to be known for being really ultra secure. Didn't Obama have a BlackBerry?
Huh?
Didn't Obama have a BlackBerry?
I think so. I mean, I had a BlackBerry too a while ago. Years back. Like I said, BlackBerry was like that. It was like that phone to have. It was like one of those phones that you wanted to get, especially if you had like a business or something. It was the technology. It was the new age for technology with the BlackBerry. It was nice when they were the time, but as time went on, they faded, and I didn't even know they were still out.
Yeah, but like they were kind of the like first smartphones.
They were kind of like they kind of remind me of like Sega.
Sega.
Sega was up there, and like now, like it just fade away. No one talks about them anymore. They just pop back up. No, that's like BlackBerry.
Yeah. Well, then the next subject is there's a site called TikTok. TikTok to pay 5 point.
TikTok. Oh yeah, yeah, I know that. It's that new app thing all the kids and stuff are doing nowadays.
Well, guess what? TikTok to pay $5.7 million over alleged violation of child privacy laws. See, when you're 13 or younger, there's certain laws that they have against privacy. Lord forbid that they don't have those laws extend to when you're older.
Yeah, it's like a little small contract thingy when you first sign up,
Well, apparently,
first make an account. I mean,
yeah, apparently TikTok couldn't uh, keep its hands to itself because it just got hit with a massive, massive fine.
I mean, I I I hope they can afford it.
Do you what exactly? I've never used TikTok. Do you know what it does or
I
what?
I never use it either, but it constantly pops up on my YouTube, on Facebook. Everything I do, it constantly pops up. What it is, it's more like it's like you remember Vines.
Yeah,
It's sort of like that. It's sort of like the new trend for like Vine. You do like crazy things with like music in the background or dance or some like certain quotes and stuff. It's like the new Vine, but I don't think it reached that level. But that's pretty much what it's like.
well, they just lost 5.8 million. So, and speaking of privacy, Facebook global lobbying against data privacy laws. Facebook has targeted politicians around the world, including the former UK Chancellor George Osborne, promising investments and incentives while seeking to pressure them into lobbying on Facebook's behalf against data privacy legislation. An explosive new leak of internal Facebook documents have revealed. Who's shocked?
No, not me. Not me at all. Good old Facebook again.
I mean, it's
Man,
I
does everyone get in trouble this week?
nope, not everyone, but pretty close to everyone.
Jeez.
I mean, I get what Facebook does. I get the way it works, but to the same token, I don't want Facebook in my home per se. Like like it's on my phone, and I get that. I want it when I want it. I want to go to the site. I go to the site.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I turned off GPS on my phone because where are you at? What are you doing? Where you want to get this? Go to this place. Go to that place. If I wanted that, I have Google for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree.
It's like really whatever. But the one that isn't getting in trouble is Amazon because they're going to launch a new grocery store business. Not this is not Whole Foods. This is they're gonna run their own line of grocery stores.
Hmm. I wonder is it going to be people operated?
It probably will be run like like their Whole Foods are. It's called I guess it's called Amazon Go. They're planning on opening up a dozen grocery stores in several major U.S. cities, according to people familiar with the matter, as the giant retail giant looks to broaden its reach in the food business and touch more aspects of consumers' lives. They're trying to be Facebook, except they're trying to sell you stuff.
Want to touch her touch lives?
Yeah, yeah. Get away from me. Don't touch me.
Go to bed.
Fine, I'll go to bed.
I'm not talking to you, Jared. Oh,
Yeah, he's so cute. Had to get that last little lick in. But yeah, another one that's on the downside is you know Elon Musk is.
oh yeah.
Blindsided Tesla staffers with plan to close stores, so to say. Elon Musk wants to close car dealerships. So if you want a Tesla, guess what? Buy it online.
Wow, that's probably the weirdest thing ever created was is buying a car online.
Well, I know other like GM and Chevy, you could order a car and they'll build it for you, but you're paying out the wazoo for it. But otherwise, like if you wanted a car, you had to go to a dealer.
Not anymore.
Well, I guess they're also coming out with a Tesla 3 cuz and it's going to be the cheap Tesla, $35,000. Like really? $35,000 for a cheap car?
Yeah,
Okay, I
it, it took them a long time and they put a lot of effort into it, so they got to charge that kind of money.
yeah, to build a car that they don't want you repairing either, because there's like I've watched a few YouTubers that had like this kind of issue or that kind of issue with their Teslas. I mean, it's a car; it's going to have issues like motors are
Yeah,
going to stop running,
yeah.
stuff like that.
I seen those videos too. I know what you're talking about.
But they don't want you working on the car. But when you take it into the dealership, they want you to take it into the dealership, of course, and so they can soak you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I watched a video a while back where a guy called customer service to or try to order a part, and he was like, "No, we can't give you this part." He was like, "Why not?" He's like, "Well, because you're not authorized to work on it." He's like, "What you mean? I'm not authorized to work on my own vehicle?" He's like, "Well, you're not authorized to work on it. You want the part, go to a dealership." And it was a whole video of him going back and forth with the tech trying to get one simple part.
Yeah, it's ridiculous what they just want to. It's just like Apple. They want to rake you over the coals.
That is no doubt.
Yeah, because like Apple has a lot of stuff that's proprietary and like and a lot of their stuff like RAM. If you wanted to you can't even add more memory to your laptop or whatever because the memory sticks are soldered in. Why would you do that?
Because they don't want you putting more memory in there, especially from a cheaper or off brand or another brand at all.
And with their T2 chip, if your hard drive dies, it's a brick. It's just done. And it's like, really? Because
Yeah,
that's part of this.
I had a Mac laptop, and man, I can't remember what I did on. I did like one thing, and then like my computer locked up. I couldn't do anything else. It was like security breach or something or whatever. I can't remember, but it literally won't let me do anything.
It's
I was like, no, I had enough, and I smashed it with a hammer.
Okay, no computer deserves that.
Hey man, sorry Apple. That
Eh,
was the last. That was the last Apple product I ever had. So screw it.
I had apple pie.
Never again. Yes.
I had a piece of apple
Stupid.
pie.
You know what I mean, George.
I know.
God damn it.
Say hi, honey. Say hi, honey.
Hi.
No, to your wife. She was just in the frame. Jeez. See? Hi, honey. And our last story that we have for tonight, Netflix price hike will boost your bill as much as $2 a month.
Netflix again,
Yeah.
boosting their prices yet again.
The most popular plan, $11 a month, will be $13.
That's how much I pay now.
Its low end plan will cost a buck more. The premium tier gets a $2 bump as well to $16.
I remember when it was just $7.
I was just thinking,
$7.
what?
That's almost a $7. That's almost double what it is now. I remember. You remember when before Netflix even became a streaming service, you had to, use the DVDs and use their website and stuff. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
there was you couldn't rent a certain amount each month or whatever.
Yep. I
And
remember that.
a lot of people won't remember that, man. Like now you just turn on your phone, computer, or whatever, open the Netflix app, and you can watch whatever you want. It wasn't always that easy.
Now, now you're going to pay. Everybody's cutting the cord, and we're not going to have cable anymore. So they go to these online streaming services like Netflix to save money.
Yeah,
All right, that's why they do these things. And $16 a month for some of the shows are in, so you get the 4K shows, or $13, you might as well have cable.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy. Even I'm not even gonna talk about Blockbuster. Man, Blockbuster was that place.
Oh, you mean let's see, is there Blockbuster?
R.I.P. Blockbuster. Man, that was the go-to spot for movies and games and everything.
Well, the last one. Uh, Hold on, let me pull this up here. It's funny you should say that because I just read about this earlier. Hopefully, this doesn't autoplay. Okay, it's fine. But earlier this month, Blockbuster announced that it will be closing two Alaska stores at the college and the bar, leaving just one left. The last one left is in the UK, United Kingdom,
Yep.
and it is closed now too.
Yeah, it's sad, man. When they came out, man, you can go there and get pretty much any game you wanted for whatever movie you wanted for a few nights. Go there and get some popcorn, and eat, have yourself a good night.
Oh yeah, be kind rewind. Otherwise, you charged them more because then they had to rewind it. Remember that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
VHS tapes.
yeah. I remember we actually bought a rewinder, and a lot of younger people won't know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm talking about, George, right?
Yep.
The rewinder, you put the tape in, you close it, you push the button, and it rewinds it for you. Oh man,
Yeah,
good
so
old.
you didn't wear down the motor
Yeah,
in
it
your
was the
your VHS player.
it was the best thing to have, man, because it really beat using a pencil eraser end to try to rewind
Oh,
your movie, or it took forever using the actual VCR to rewind it.
yeah, and with
That
the
tape thing, that motor, man.
and this way too, by using the rewinder, you're not putting more wear and tear on your VHS motor, on your
Yeah,
player motor.
yeah, a lot of people don't know what death struggle is either. More and more, the more we talk about, um, the more I realize how easy, like, we got it nowadays. Like,
Well,
it
yeah,
was, the struggle was real, man. When it comes to movies and everything, like now it's just so simple, man. Like we used to have the get bootleg like VHS tapes, and it had a weird, messed up font on the title
yeah.
and stuff like that. When it had to get a bootleg version of it.
Oh, I wouldn't know about bootleg. No, no, don't. No, I don't remember ever having to bootleg it.
Me neither. I don't know what you're talking about. Me neither. Um, I don't know what a bootleg VHS tape is. Um, I never purchased one in my life.
Yeah, but you still had to rewind it when you took it back.
Yeah, yeah. I knew a friend of a friend who had
Asking for a friend.
one. Yeah, Max for a friend. They had one. It had a weird font on it and everything. The only thing that sucked about VHS tapes, when you lose the
Oh
label
yeah.
comes off. Especially when you have a few of them and the label's off. Oh man, it was a pain to find the movie you wanted.
Not only that, if you recorded something like a TV show that you set it to watch to record a TV show that you wanted to watch later.
Yeah.
Um, if you forgot to label that tape, oh, good luck finding it.
Oh yeah, man. Like I remember we used to do a lot of recording, especially my mom would record a lot of it's a lot of I don't know if we ever get any wrestling fans that watch, but we used to record a lot of WCW events and shows every Monday and Thursday.
I remember
Um,
that.
and a lot of people probably won't know what WCW or the good old Monday and Thursday is.
You sure you don't
Uh,
mean WWF?
no, no, I didn't watch WWF first. I was straight WCW. That was my spot. I didn't even know anything about WWF. WCW was my first go to, and I was probably like 4 or 5 when I first started watching it. And WWF didn't come like until like a year or so later, and I was like, "What is this?" Like, oh, this is garbage. WCW is so much better. Let
The-
me flip the channel back.
I think WWF did buy WCW though.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. I remember. I never heard of WCW. I remember WWF.
yeah, yeah,
And then after they bought them or whatever, they had an agreement with them or something. Then I remember hearing about WCW, but I never heard of them before that.
yeah. WCW was my go to. Um, what was it? World Championship Wrestling. It was my favorite wrestling show compared to WWF. The storylines and stuff were better. The action was better, and the characters were better. Everything about it was so much better. Then watching that, and then WWF had to come along and then purchase it, and then pretty much kill it.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
that was like really heartbroken, and that was when my like love of wrestling like died along with WCW. I had the games and everything, man. I loved it.
I always thought wrestling was, daytime soap operas for men.
It pretty much was, especially for men and children. Um, Monday night Nitro, and then what was it Thursday? Was it Thursday night Thunder or something like that? I
Yeah.
loved it. Halloween Havoc was like my favorite pay per view because they have like this big giant like punking thing. It was great, man. I enjoyed it. Loved it. Loved WCW.
Well, wasn't it's like with WWF or WWE now? Every they have some sort of big event every once a
Yeah,
month.
they still have their pay per view garbage.
Yeah, every once a month.
Yeah, I don't watch it at all anymore.
Yeah, I grew up.
I mean, I tried, man. I tried to get back into it, and it just like, yo, this is just stupid. And because they now they're in the PG era, so there's a lot of things they can't do anymore. A lot of things they can't show anymore. It just it's pretty much for kids now. That's pretty much what it is.
Well, kids would try and imitate what they're doing.
I mean, but when I watched it, man, it was during the Attitude Era. Like you see blood, you see people get busted open, you see people get thrown off from high places. Um, a lot of crazy stuff, bikini contests, mud wrestling matches, all that stuff, man. Now you'd be lucky to see any of that.
Well,
You'd
like,
be lucky to see a scratch on somebody.
well, that was the thing, though. I mean, these guys would, they put this big steel cage around the ring, and then these morons climb to the top of it and throw the other one off. It's like, how the hell did this guy not get killed?
Oh man, it was great. It was, it was it's crazy how that sounds. It was great seeing someone else get tortured. I don't know, man. It's just how we are as human beings, and we just love torture and blood and gore. I don't know.
Not all
I
of
don't know
us.
why. I do. I love blood and gore. That's why I love horror movies. Um,
Yeah, we
I
all
love,
know you like them. Oh boy, get me.
I love horror movies.
No way. No thanks. You can have them.
You don't like horror movies? What?
You've known this.
Oh
I still have
man,
nightmares with Alien.
you're starting to sound like Chris now.
I was that way before Chris was because I'm older than he is.
I know Chris can't stand horror movies either.
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah, suck it up. Horror movies are great.
Because like I grew up with like that Alien, vampire movies. I mean, they look cheesy now, but you have to understand those things were state of the art when they first came out.
No, not really. Alien looks a lot better in some of these movies nowadays, and I'm sticking with that statement.
And when the alien pops out of the guy's stomach, yeah, it looks like a Muppet.
The thing is, I'd rather
But
take that than like the newer stuff we got now. Like
oh
Predator back in the day looks amazing. It was great. Predator now was it's garbage. I don't like it. It's garbage, trash. Um,
it's Predator, the cartoon series.
pretty much you might as well say that. And they can't do anything right nowadays. They're just too lazy. Everything was so much better back then. I enjoyed Alien, Terminator, all the special effects and everything seemed more into it than now. Now they just want to CGI everything.
Well, a lot of the shots, that's the only way they can really get it to look realistic, versus what they did before.
Ah, man, they back in the day they didn't have none of that stuff, man. They had material, someone with a good mind, and someone with some good hands, and get the building. And they made a concept. Look at how great RoboCop outfit is. Even though like it's not real metal and everything, of course. Look how great it looks. You
Yeah, that's
know,
true.
and compared to the new RoboCop that no one talks about anymore, with the CGI was garbage. It was just garbage, man. They always want to CGI everything, just like they ruined Ninja Turtles. They ruined Ninja Turtles for me. The cartoons, the costumes and stuff, the animatronics they had worked perfect back then, right in the '90s, '80s to the '90s. It worked great. There was nothing wrong with that concept at all. I
Yeah.
don't understand how hard it was to redo that, especially with technology nowadays, to redo it, make it look better, and you got yourself something going on. But no, they had to CGI it and make them look like Shrek and everything else, and it killed it for me.
Yeah, well, and a lot of things is too is they'll take an idea and it's like they'll like if they came out with another Alien movie, it's dead, it's gone, leave it alone.
You know they're gonna CGI the mess out of that.
Even if they CGI it, it's not the point. The point is
A
you know,
reboot.
yeah, it's dead.
Oh God.
You know, it's a dead thing. I'm sorry, it's like Batman again.
I'm s- I'm s- I'm sick of reboots, man. I'm not a fan of reboots at all. Uh, they reboot the Poltergeist, That really destroyed me. I'm a huge horror fan of the movie, and I love the Poltergeist, the original. And when they reboot it, oh my lord,
Let,
I
it was dead. Let it rest.
there's a lot of reboots I wish they never did.
Yeah.
They should have let it just let it be. Um, just like when they came out with Terminator and they came out with one and two, they
Hmm.
should have stopped at two. They should have
Yeah.
stopped at Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But no, they had to go to three, then four, then five, then I think they're up to like six or seven now.
100.
They they overdid it, man. It was great when it was out, and it was a great series. Um, like you went to watch that. Now, a new Terminator comes out, I don't even think twice about even going to go see it. I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, they have ruined a lot of good shows.
And they tried, man. They really tried with Back to the Future, and they was like, nope, you are not touching this at all.
Yeah. Just leave
Leave
it
it
alone.
alone.
Yep.
You're not getting your hands on this and doing their a reboot because they wanted to do a reboot. They wanted to,
Well,
and they was like, no, nope, nope,
perfect the
do
way it
not
is.
touch it.
Yep. And what are you were going to get something? A new phone? What one you eyeing?
LG Stylo 4.
LG what?
Stylo, LG Stylo 4 is the phone I ordered.
Oh, you already got it.
No, I get it Saturday.
Stylo 4. Let's take a look. Uh,
That's a nice, decent phone.
let's see specs. Uh, what we got here?
Now don't rip into it, George.
We're gonna tear this thing up way one way down the other now.
Don't do it.
Let's see. Oh, it's pink. It's a pretty phone.
Oh no, I ain't got it.
It's available in pink.
No, I don't need that.
Whoa. Let's
Uh oh.
see. 6.2-inch display, 1.8 gigahertz octa-core. That's good. 5 megapixel front camera, 1080 by 2160, 2 gigs RAM. You got Android Pie 8.1, 32 gigs of storage, 13 megapixel rear camera, and 3300 milliamp battery. Oh, it's yesterday's news. It came out June of last year.
Yeah, yeah, it did. Uh, it's a good price. I'm not a phone fanatic who has to get everything that comes out. I'm not an Apple fanatic like they do.
Enthusiast.
Yeah, I'm not that.
Okay.
And
I bet.
I rather save my money elsewhere.
But you can put an SS. You can put a micro SD in it.
Yes, unlike Apple.
Yeah. Uh, it
So
does
if you run
have.
out of storage, you better get that storage cloud.
Yeah. If you right, that's true. It has the GPS, has Bluetooth, near field communication, and one thing that is dying on the phones that I don't know why is the headphone jack. You also get a headphone jack with it, which is cool.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that way, if you want to, go walking and listen to music and stuff, then you just plug your headphones in.
That's what Bluetooth's for.
Well, but if you forget to charge them,
Don't forget.
well, that's easy to say. It's a little too late. Oh, I'm
No.
not going to go walking today. My Bluetooth headphones are not charged.
Hey, man, just don't forget. It's not hard to plug stuff in before you go to bed, unless you had a little bit too much to drink. No one attempt it.
Yeah, like you.
Ah, shut up. No, I'm not like other people. I will actually just let it. I'll like, no, I'm not even gonna try this. I'm gonna let it sit there. If it dies, it dies. I'll plug it in the morning
Oh,
or when I wake up in the middle of the night.
well, then, you got a choice. Unless you have two chargers, it's either the phone or the headphones.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
And you better hope you wake up in the middle of the night so you can swap them. One of them's going to be dead.
Oh well. Guess you better listen to music with no headphones at all. Just Speaker it.
Uh,
Wake everybody up. Screw it.
uh, well, we've been at this for an hour, so we can't have too much of a good thing. So we're gonna have to save some for next week. This is Anything Goes. My name is George, and this is my best bud.
Jonathan, of course, follow us. Follow me on J.FBA. And check out my YouTube channel.
Check out what video on your YouTube channel.
Check out my PC build or some other videos I just uploaded. Just check it out. Check out my channel. You might find something you like and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys this time next week. Same bat time, same dual channels.
Peace.